Well, the new edition of the Magnolia Journal is starting to show up in mailboxes and stores across the country.
And everyone is anxious to see what Joanna Gaines is up to in the new year.
Today, we welcome a new contributor to Better Connecticut. Her name is Jillian Lopez, and she just had a chance to see the magazine and offers us a preview.
Hey everyone, well, you're probably wondering back at the studio why I'm standing in front of a New York background to talk about the Magnolia Journal. Well, there is a good reason for it, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, take a look at this cover. The spring edition of the Magnolia Journal is here, and it features Joanna on the cover, of course. This time she is standing in the rain in the middle of a street in New York City, about as far from Texas as you can get. Authenticity is the theme for this edition, and Joanna really sums up the heart of the issue right on the cover. The world needs who you were made to be. Say that 3 times fast. Now, if you watched the show, you know we have sent cameras down to Waco to interview Joe. And we have caught up with the Gaines during their book tours, and they really are about as authentic, as nice of a couple in person as you would imagine. And as Joanna told us in one of those interviews, the Magnolia Journal is all about authenticity.
I never want this to feel like we have a lot of information and we're crowding it in there. There's a reason why I want this to be quarterly. I want to be able to spend a good amount of time putting information that we feel like is really important for that season in there. We never want this to feel like something that we're just cranking out. And if we ever get to that point, then we forgot about the goal.
And one goal of this issue is to fill you in on Joanna's guide to New York City. You may not know this, but back when she was in college, she took a big chance on a great opportunity and moved to the Big Apple.
When I moved here to New York, I was a homebody, again, risk averse, moved to New York, have an internship with CBS.
Safe.
Very safe. My dad had given me this tiny little Bible, and he wrote in it.
Yes, safe.
He wrote in the Bible just basically saying, proud of you, go get him in the big city, Big Apple, you know, and it was just my little encouragement from my father, and I loved this Bible, and I carried it around with me everywhere.
And in the magazine, Jo shows you everywhere she went. Okay, well, not everywhere, but she does share her favorite hangouts and hideaways, so you're going to want to check that out. And talk about being authentic. Wait until you read her column. The letter from Jo is a very introspective look at how her Instagram has changed since she became wildly famous. She gets very real about being authentic with her fans and how she strikes a healthy balance. Maybe some lessons we can all use. As always, there are some amazing recipes, and even if you don't cook, the beautiful photos of the food are sure to make you happy and hungry. Jo jumps into some innovative ideas for breakfast and some scrumptious quick breads that you can whip up in about an hour. Don't forget about Chip. He has a great column that really cuts to the heart of what he is all about. How he's a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, and how it all ties back to his roots and his willingness to take chances. Something he wishes more people would try.
I think most people do the 9-to-5 thing out of fear of failure, and I think that if the world had everybody out creating the music they should be creating, starting the businesses that they should be starting, writing the books that they should be writing, I think the world would be a better place for it.
So there you go, it's a New York edition of the Magnolia Journal, and that's why I'm standing in front of the New York Hotel here in Las Vegas. And before I let you go, I have to tell you that Jo dropped some exciting news about a new children's book she's writing with her kiddos. And she even offers up a sneak peek of the cover featuring an illustration of her kids, and yes, baby Crew as well. But you have to pick up a copy of the magazine to see it. All right, let's get authentic. Back to you guys.
Alrighty, thanks, Jillian. The Magnolia Journal is published by the owner of WFSB, the Meredith Corporation.